Hi, Gabriela. It's so nice to meet you.
Hi, Melida. How's it going? Nice to meet you as well.
Good.
Well, we met in person before, but I
Yes.
guess to be meeting again over Zoom.
Yes, yes. And this was kind of like a last minute podcast, which, it was wonderful to connect with you again and somehow help you with your business. So please tell me a little bit more about yourself, your story, and then we can talk about what you're doing now.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, my name is Gabriela, and I am the owner of Xolo Pets. We're a new brand of dog accessories, but right now we're starting with dog collars. And before I get into the brand and I get into what I'm doing right now, I will tell you a little bit of myself, which is I am Mexican, believe it or not. I was born in Guadalajara,
Oh.
and I've been living in Canada for 16 years.
Mhm.
So it's been a very long journey, ups and downs, just like everybody else. I am an
Mhm.
immigrant and I've had jobs in an office. I worked in the oil sands before. I lived in Fort McMurray for 7.5 years.
Oh, wow.
Yes, yeah, that was very different. I came from paradise to minus 60 degrees on a winter, and that was
Uh,
tough.
yeah.
Definitely an adjusting. But it's funny because I was actually in Fort McMurray this last weekend. I just got
Oh,
back last night. I
oh,
was
okay.
there for a Christmas market and it never disappoints me, like Fort McMurray
Oh,
always treated me well. Yes.
oh, that's good. So you must know a lot of people there just from living there.
Well, I used to. Fort McMurray is
Yeah.
not the booming town it used to be, so a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
population don't no longer live in Fort McMurray, right? So
Oh, okay.
after the fires and of course with inflation
Oh.
and like now Suncor bought St. Crude, so they're going there like they're doing I don't know. Well, they're just working it out, but
Mm-hmm.
it is my belief that they have laid out a lot of people, so
Mm-hmm.
it's a little bit different nowadays, yes. But I do have some friends and I was able to see them and connect with them and they supported my business and it was really, really fun.
Oh, nice. So what was the next step
Yes.
after Fort McMurray?
After Fort McMurray, so I'm in Edmonton today, and we have just secured a spot at the Lacombe Farmers Market for Thursday. Yes,
Wow.
I'm very excited. And
Yeah.
then we're going to the Gas Alley in Red Deer
Oh,
on
what?
Friday.
My
Yes.
God. This
Yeah,
happened so
yeah,
fast.
yeah. So
Wow.
it's been super amazing. I have
Mm-hmm.
honestly not enough words to describe how I feel about this because
Oh.
it's only been 8 days. I mean, we register our company in November 22nd,
Mm,
but we only receive our merchandise last Thursday.
that's crazy.
Like not three
Wow.
days ago, but the week before. And
Yeah.
it has just been absolutely wonderful. Yes.
Wow, that's quite amazing. And I think part of it is your personality because you have that tenacity and that drive to even though you got the products, more than a week ago, you're ready to roll still, even though Christmas is like really close by.
I don't feel like Christmas is around the corner yet. I don't know,
Yeah,
maybe it's because there's no snow outside, but
yeah.
but I'm also thankful for that.
Mm,
I'm not a fan of the winter. I
yeah,
love
I
it. It's
yeah.
like a postcard, but I don't like the cold. Maybe the reason why I am so excited about this is because I always had a dream, Melida. Always did.
Hmm.
So when I was in Mexico and I was studying, I went for political science because I had a dream, a very big dream. I
Yeah.
wanted to work for the UN and I wanted to do something for my people.
Oh.
I of course I am a privileged Mexican and I can, I am well aware of that. But I can also see the contrast and I can perceive the amount of poverty we have in Mexico and the struggle is real. And so here comes this business idea and the why and what we're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as you can see in my background, these are the colors that we have. And these
Beautiful.
colorful textiles,
Yeah.
are handmade by indigenous groups, indigenous women mostly in the south of Mexico. And
Oh.
then we source these pieces from them, and then we
Mhm.
source the leather, which is vegetable tan leather. So it's
Oh.
eco-friendly and
Yeah.
it has no repercussions on the environment, and there's no harm to the pet or the humankind.
Wow.
And then we put it all together in Guadalajara and we bring it here. And for each sale that we make,
Yeah.
we retribute a little bit of our proceedings to the education of the indigenous children in Mexico.
Oh my God.
Yes. And so that just like makes my heart feel really good, and
Yeah.
it gives me that motivation and like just that energy to keep
Mhm.
on going and
Yeah.
just have big dreams for this.
Mhm.
On the other hand, like I said, right now we're working with the indigenous from Chiapas, but the
Mhm.
idea is to work with different indigenous groups because there's over 140 indigenous communities in Mexico. And
Wow.
so they all have something very special. And we
Mhm.
want to be working with different groups so that we can equally help all of them. That's our goal
Wow.
as a brand.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And yeah, as I mentioned before, because I've been half my life in Mexico and half my life in Canada, I
Mhm.
can't stop and I can't stop from also helping Canada, right? And I'm going to tell
Yeah.
you a story.
Mhm.
I used to think that people in Canada were crazy because of how they treated their pets,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? They own their
Mhm.
homes. And it's
Mm.
like in Mexico, there's so many street dogs that you don't get to appreciate what they are. They become a
Right.
burden mostly. And people
Right.
get rid of the animals like if they were just another ornament at their houses.
Mhm.
So now that I've experienced the other side of the coin, and we got a puppy 2.5 years ago, she
Aw.
owns my heart. She owns
Aw.
our home. She's spoiled rotten, and she is the most wonderful thing that has happened to me
Yeah.
because I never thought that you could connect with a pet in that
Mm.
level. Yes, they
Like pure
talk to
love.
you,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
sense you. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous and at the same time
Uh,
amazing.
oh, that's so beautiful. Wow, I'm seeing a whole bunch of like social impacts that you're doing, right? Like the environment, the less fortunate. And of course we talk about helping the dogs that are there that are you know what I mean? So it's quite amazing that you're amalgamating all these passions of yours into this business. Wow, that's incredible. Really incredible.
Yeah, yes, it is incredible and it feels incredible. We
Yeah.
so in January, coming January, we're going to be working with Saving Grace, which is the largest shelter in Alberta. This shelter has the most animals in need, right? And
Mhm.
they have a project where they're building a clinic for the rescues. And so we're going to
Wow.
be supporting that cause as well.
Mhm.
So just as we are supporting the education, we're going to be supporting this clinic
Yeah.
at an equal level, the same amount of profits.
That's truly amazing. How fast that everything's happened for you here. Wow.
Definitely. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how long like what from start to finish, I guess, when did you start thinking about, especially obviously the business happened here in Canada. What was the background work? How long did that take until, till you received your products here?
So it didn't take very long. And the
Mhm.
reason is why one is because one of my best friends from childhood, we
Mhm.
known each other since we were two, possibly
Aw.
three. So a very long time.
Babies.
And we yeah, so we went to kindergarten together,
Aw.
elementary, junior high, high school, you name it. And we've
Mhm.
been friends ever since. And
Mhm.
he has a factory in Mexico, in Guadalajara. And what they
Oh.
do is they make shoes, leather shoes.
Oh.
So I was thinking, how can we work together? And we
Mhm.
explored several opportunities in the past,
Mhm.
but none of those ideas truly caught my eye.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because, like to have shoes, I need to have a warehouse and I need to have tons of numbers and models and everything, right?
Mm.
So
Mhm.
I wasn't entirely sure. This one
Mhm.
night I had a dream and I saw colors in my dream. And so I called him the next day and I said, like, what if you were to cut me leather belts and we make dog collars? Because I'm completely in love with my pet. I'm in love with my puppy and
Yeah.
I just want to do something that showcases her personality. And he
Wow.
says, what do you have in mind? And so
Mhm.
I told him, and he said, we can do it.
Wow.
So it took about 3 weeks for him to have the first order ready,
Oh,
which
like this
wasn't
year?
very long at all.
This
Yes,
year?
this year.
Oh.
This whole thing, I think today's the 18th, December 18th. We
Mhm.
probably started putting things together the first week of November.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he managed to manufacture all of these products to have the indigenous doing all of the kneading, and then
Mm.
we got the hardware figured out, and he put so much work on the other end. And so
Mhm.
this is like a joint venture for the both of
Yeah.
us, but we have a lot of things in common, and one of them is wanting to give back to our people and help the children in our country.
That is really lovely. So through this process, have you experienced any obstacles or challenges?
Well, since everything has happened so fast, I wasn't prepared with like the website, and definitely
Mm.
like I'm not very tech savvy, so it took me a while and I had to kind of figure it out, and there's still a lot of things that need to be, just
Mhm.
addressed.
Mhm.
I wasn't sure how this importing would work and if I needed licenses or not, so I had to get
Right.
some counseling and kind of get
Oh.
that done through a broker in Vancouver.
Oh,
And
wow.
then, of course, I am also a freelancer and I do some accounting on the side just to survive. And
Right, right.
and so just juggling all, as you
Mhm.
know, I am part of the Acti class
Mhm.
126.
Yeah.
So I'm in school from 9 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon, Monday to Friday. And I'm a mom and I have a partner and I am a dog mom and I have two cats and a house. And
Wow.
it's just like, so my biggest challenge has definitely been my time management. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
I feel you
challenge,
on
but
that.
we're
Yeah.
working on it,
Yeah.
and I do have a wonderful family that supports me. And every
Oh,
day, just call and say, "You got this, you got this," and
right
that
on.
and that helps, and it goes long ways. Yes.
Yeah. I totally understand that time thing. For me, it's I've got two seniors in my home. I've got two teenagers. I'm also an aunt to many nieces and nephews who I'm the only aunt, I guess you can say, because I have three brothers. So their kids come to my house. So I say I'm about ready to retire from the auntie van because I load up the kids there and we go out and do stuff. Family time is obviously important to me, just like you. So it's really trying to find that balance. And I can imagine you because you're full time during the day in the acting class, and then you got to worry about the kids and the partner and being fed too. Even one of those things is important, right? So for me, a lot of my work is done when everybody's sleeping.
Good for you. I
Yeah, I
wish I could
can't.
do that too.
I mean, it's tough. There's some days where some of my from classmates from my acting class they'd see me in person and go, "Wow, you look tired," and I'm like, I don't think I feel tired, but I am, like, maybe a little bit exhausted in that, like, time-wise, I've got so much on my plate, and it's overwhelming, right? So, yeah, how do we manage that? Like, it's just a matter of priorities, and I think once you start meeting more people in the entrepreneur world in your journey, I'm at that stage now. I've been networking, and everybody wants a piece of me. So to try to manage these new people coming in on top of my current obligations, it's really Yes, and so I have to I love the people who have given me grace, for
Yeah.
forgetting a meeting or schedule and, even little situations like this where, you and I are mothers, we have little time, and we had audio issues with our computers before
Yeah.
this podcast.
It was resolved. So that's
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, and I was so determined because I kept thinking, "Oh my goodness, maybe we have to reschedule, but let's do everything we can until we can't do it anymore."
And we made it work. And you know what,
Yes.
Malida? The thing is, really wanted to connect with you because
Oh,
this morning I wasn't sure I was going to get into any more markets. And I am aware that even though I don't feel like Christmas is around the corner,
yeah,
it is around the corner.
yeah,
So this is the best time for me to make some brand awareness and for people to see my
yes,
product and know
yes,
how high quality products we're making and
yes,
what the whole
absolutely.
cause and the mission is.
Yes.
So when I reached out to you, it's funny because you were like, "Who the hell is this person?" Right?
Well, I didn't say who
And
the
then I
hell, but I
went,
was like, "Okay, it sounds like this person knows me." I wasn't sure if it was he or she, and, there was no name, so but then I went on to the Active Facebook group, and I saw the post that sounded very similar to the text message you gave me. I said, "Oh, is this you?" So, yeah.
yes, yes. And so I'm just lucky enough that I am collaborating with somebody else who's also an acting student from before,
Oh,
from a few years ago.
yeah,
And she makes treats for dogs. And so we are like, okay, let's figure this out together. Let's get into stores together. Let's make some packages for Christmas. And between her and I, just like pulling our ties, we got
yeah.
into two markets already this weekend.
Oh my gosh. That is really, like, within not even 12 hours. This is a few hours this all happened, and even with you being on my podcast, this is a good day for you.
Yeah, it's all in my favor, right? I
Yes.
guess I believe in this project with all my heart, and
Yeah,
it's showing. It
yeah.
is showing.
And I like the fact that it's nice to hear these stories where other Acti grads we're all helping each other out. That's what it's important for me, right?
100%, because I've
Yeah.
never felt the amount of support in any
Oh,
other venture, in any other class. Like
yeah.
it has been wonderful. Yes,
Oh
it
my
has been wonderful.
gosh. This is great. So
Mm-hmm.
now talk a little bit because it's this is the Christmas holiday gift guide kind of podcast I'm doing these next few podcasts. So tell me a little bit more of your products, so for our audience to know and where they can find your products to buy them.
Absolutely. So we have an online store, and
Oh,
I can give you the link, but it is basically
okay.
xolo-pets.ca,
Okay.
Xolo being XOLO. And you guys can look at my products there. We have the whole inventory in there. We're still working on it. So if you see anything that is not, functioning correctly, please shoot me a text or
Yeah.
leave me a comment and I will fix it. We're new to
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Other than that, we're also at a store called the Flower Stop in Morinville. So you
Okay.
can go there and you can see the product in person. Like I said, we're
Oh,
going to be at the Lacombe Farmers Market on Thursday and at the
okay.
Gas Alley in Red Deer on Friday.
Okay.
But I am in Edmonton, so you can reach me at my social media, which is
Okay.
Xolo Petccessories, Xolo.Petccessories,
Okay.
and that's Instagram, and it is also on Facebook. And another way of reaching me, I guess, is sending me a WhatsApp. I know Canadians are not really familiar with WhatsApp, but that's how the rest of the world does it. So
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
might as well just get caught up with them, right?
Yeah, let's get on
So
board.
the
Yeah, for sure.
so the number is 780-804-0335, and you can just direct talk to me. I'll send you pictures of what I have, and we can meet
Nice.
at any point if you're
Yeah.
interested. And I
Okay.
also want you to know that I will be giving a color for a cat to whoever reaches out to you, not to me, to you first. But there are some conditions. So I would
Okay.
like for that person to follow my social media and to give me a review on the
Okay.
testimony part on my website.
Okay. And we'll have all this
And
info at the end of this podcast. Wonderful.
yes, please.
Yes.
I love to see some pictures of whatever pet gets the collar, and I just
Oh
want
yeah.
to share the joy,
Tag
help me
you. Yeah.
share the word. Yes.
Yes. Oh, that's wonderful, Gabrielle. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll have all that info at the end of this podcast. Before we end, I think you have to answer this very important question I'm going to ask you. And that is, what matters to you the most?
What matters to me the most? My family, my roots, and myself, even though that
Mm,
sounds a little bit selfish, but I feel like if I am not okay, I cannot give the best of me. And
yeah.
if I am not at my best,
Yeah.
you probably won't like me. So, so I need to do something that brings me joy and something that
Yeah.
really matters to me so that I'm passionate about it and I don't quit. I'm
Hmm.
not a quitter and I have faith in this. Yeah.
Yes. And I can feel that actually. I can sense your energy. Definitely. Well, thank you so much, Gabriela. I look forward to, actually seeing your products in person maybe one of these markets. And yeah, let's get you out there and you know, uh do some Christmas shopping here.
Yeah. Do you guys want to meet my dog? Just beside
Yes,
me.
please. Oh, look at those beautiful collars. Love the colors.
Baby. And look, she's wearing her collar.
Oh, you're being shot. Look at that collar. I love the colors. Oh, what's your dog's name?
Lavender.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, what a sweetie.
She's
Hi, Lavender.
she's she say hi.
Oh,
She
my
she
God.
hi,
Hi,
sweetie. Say hello.
sweetie.
And she's a rescue from Mexico.
Oh, my heart. Oh,
Yeah.
so beautiful. Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you so
Thank you
much.
so much. Thank you,
No,
thank you,
thank you for
thank you.
giving me the opportunity. I
Yes,
look
and
forward to
Merry
seeing you
Christmas.
soon.
Yes,
Merry Christmas to
absolutely.
you too. Bye bye,
All right.
guys.
Bye.
Ciao.